You guys are kicking some butt. So we're back with Entropia Universe. Of course, we're going to be answering one of the most important questions there is. Is a specific mob profitable? Now, as you guys know, I hunt the crap out of, I have hunted the crap out of tabs and stuff in the past. I actually already have finished through its codex. I personally believe that they're profitable because of the overall high markup that they have as a mob. I'm going to get everything in full repair before we start. Then, of course, everything we're using is actually repairable today, so that'll make this very easy to figure out. I just got to check out how much ammo we have really quick, right? So we have 40 ped in laser cells, and we have 264, 26. There's no way we'll use that much in the time. I just want to take a value right off the bat so that we know how much we used. We're going to compare that at the end um, to the overall amount of PED we have in value, trade terminal wise, and then likely also with the markup and stuff. So I don't believe I'm going to need a set of armor for what we're doing today. What I do want to make sure is that we have. I'm going to get everything off of us, guys. I don't want to have any of this stuff. And I didn't count that, so here's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we know that's off of us. Sorry about this, guys. I didn't realize I had so much extra stuff. So I just want to make sure we're this and this. We're totally good on everything else. Double check this, actually. Okay, sorry. Wanted to make sure we had plenty of loot pills and everything else. I'm going to add the loot pill cost in. It's going to be about 1 ped because we're going to do about 2 hours of hunting. If you don't know where we are, we're on planet Toulan near Guardian Village. This daily right here for the 200 is going to give me a little bit of anatomy. It's kind of just a bonus, but I'll take it. So overall, this should be pretty good. I want to make sure that we're up. Yep. Here are tabs. And we're going to try not to disturb that guy's hunting session. I don't know what's going on with that, but here we're going to go. I'm going to show you the weapon I'm using real quick. Right here. It's, of course, a Osman LRS1X1. Mine is 4th tier. I'm still trying to get it to 5th tier, to be honest. I have a pretty good amount of stuff in it. It has a Shizit laser sight and these ZX items that you get with that one starter pack. I'm going to go ahead and eat one of our pills right now. And we're going to get to work. So, we're just going to kill the crap out of these. Now, I'm going to let you guys know my overall opinion on a lot of this is that if you hunt with 5 ped, right? And I'm not trying to be mean. You're not going to have a big enough sample size to get anything specifically massively good likely. I mean, you could get lucky. So I'm not trying to say you can't. Because some dude could go out there and the very first mob he gets it could be a global. I mean, that's just like, I wouldn't want to bet on that, right? The next big thing is, man, I lost my train of thought a little there. Well, 5 ped. 5 ped doesn't give you enough to overcome the diversity auction house. So you're going to get more than a single type of loot, right? And so 5 ped, you're going to have what? Like a ped of this, a ped of that, maybe 2 ped of shrapnel. And really that doesn't leave you anything to sell in the auction house to any amount that is going to be able to cover the auction fees and stuff like that. And so my honest opinion is that if you're going to be hunting something, have 200 or so ped in ability to hunt that specific mob so that you can be sitting there at the end of the thing with at least piles of 50, 60, ped worth of this and that material. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, some of it's going to be TT'd out. You're not going to actually sell it. Like you might, you could, if you wanted to really work it, but at the end of the day, you want to just be back out there blasting. And so I don't know how many hours you want to spend trying to find a dude to direct buy and stuff, Just a thought. And by the way, for the people that do find dudes that direct buy all the time and know dudes that direct buy, good for you. You've worked up that. I would have to sit there and spend time, and I don't do that. I spend time zappity zapping. And crafting. Lots of crafting. By the way, if you're just tuning in, I would highly recommend you look at our channel points. Um, it's okay. They should be good now. I mean, I'll probably add more stuff in, especially for to balance it out a little bit more. But I'm trying to move away from that dude. I don't want to be killing all his stuff. So I will show you why I believe tap tabs are profitable in 1 second though, just for the record. And there's a chance that we global and stuff like that. That kind of would throw off our sample. I believe that we can all admit that globals are outliers. But I think that these guys are probably profitable even without the global outlier, depending on if you're hunting a big enough swath of them. See all these basic leather extractors I'm grabbing though? That's why. Those are 200% markup. Or 200 something percent. I mean, we'd have to look exactly, but. And those rotten teeth are not really worth crap, honestly, because I don't have a buyer for them, so. I'm gonna head this way so we don't overlap that guy. I don't know him, and I don't want to mess up his hunting, even if I did or didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? Some of these low-level mobs that you wouldn't actually think, hey, that's a great mob. You know, because when you think profitable mobs, you always think the big, really big mobs that where it's profitable because it's going to drop something super rare. And a lot of people don't really like think about the little mobs like this, where like they're likely profitable, but not because they drop some massive secret item or anything. Just a item that has a good markup commonly enough. Seems to be enough there. I'm gonna be honest, my coffee's a little freaking hot. Delicious, but whew, it's warm. Let's check some. Just kind of curious how fast we're moving through. So we burnt 10 pet up, is it? I mean, I'm not sure what we have in materials yet. We're gonna add all this up at the end. That's why, sorry, that's why I took notes on what we were at ammo-wise and everything, and made sure we were clean on everything. I don't want any confusion. We're gonna add this up. We'll know exactly what's up. I believe we're gonna be at profit. So I'm not gonna hunt as big as a hunt. Like if I were gonna come here and I really planned on, hey, I want to go home from this hunt and I want to actually increase my ped, I would probably come here with exactly 500 ped in repair and ammunition. Well, maybe 500 ped in ammunition and maybe 100 ped in repair. You know, it's a 600 ped. come and shoot the crap out of these. We're going to add it up after we're done. That tab hide right there, that's worth a crap ton. I mean, markup wise. I'll show you that too. I'm also hoping for a global, you guys. Just gonna be honest. But we're always hoping for a global. You guys, though, send globals like crazy, man, with your positive mojo vibes. I like it. I don't know what I was hearing over there. Is somebody flying over us? Okay, well, we're kicking butt. So I'm going to show you why I believe these are profitable. We're going to continue killing. I'm going to try to whip the crap out of these for 2 hours, depending on if this coffee holds up. Just to be honest, guys, it's been a long day, but we're kicking butt, so. Okay, so this is why I'm going to say that we're probably profiting. So if you look, we've got these. They're at 350%-ish markup. Honestly, it bounces all over on those, so. But 300, let's say 300. And let's say 200% markup on these. And so the combination of the fact that we have 2 items on one mob that are above 200% markup is where we're going to break even. The rest of this is all TT crap. This isn't. This is 1% markup just by clicking the button. This stuff though, we don't care about. Like no markup value on this. Like 1%, what are we going to do with that? Does that, well that if we found a direct buyer, but look at the sales on this is once a month. I wouldn't even depend on that. So I TT that, guys. I TT that for sure. I'd even be TTing that if I wasn't going to do a like crafting run. I don't know, 5% at least covers its markup. So say we were here doing a 500 ped run, right? We would probably at least have 60 or 80 ped of those, maybe, you think? Yeah, let's not say that much. 40 ped of those. 40 ped of those would, at that markup, would cover the auction fee and maybe get you a small amount. I don't like to work on that kind of stuff, though. The rest of the stuff, the other 2 items, though, 100%. You get a big pile of that. You get flown back on a mothership trip. Because, you know, you can get free motherships off planets all the time. You can pay for them, too, but, I mean, I pay for them all the time for convenience. But I also do know I could get a free trip half the time too if I just wait around and, you know, plan it better. Plus, we're getting skills this whole time too, by the way. It's not like we're only trying to make profit here. There's our daily. I'm going to reset our daily. And the reason I'm resetting the daily is because often you can actually get this daily twice. Plus, we'll repair everything and we'll write down how much the repair cost is right now and add it to our total. We just teleported through his mob. Okay. So these dailies, they reset way faster than they're supposed to. I'm cool with that. A little bit more anatomy. What do you think our repair bill's looking like? 207. So nothing. We're gonna get that so that we keep a manageable weapon and stuff. I'm gonna just teleport us back because it's just literally right over there. I guess I could count the cost of the teleport. We're counting it in the repair bill, but honestly, I don't like counting teleportation back and forth because if, you know, it won't matter. It's gonna be a negligible cost. I believe I'm supposed to teleport right here. If I'm wrong, it's okay. Oh, no, that's the wrong spot for sure. That's clue number one. It's okay. We're right over here. It'll let me know in a second we left the wave area, I'm sure. By the way, I hope you guys are having a kick butt day. Yeah, there's our, you've left the wave area. This is taking too long to walk there, you guys. Okay. I should just skateboard everywhere. It's faster. We don't mess around as much. Ooh, that's not what we were trying to do there, guys. Well, I teleported way off of where we were supposed to actually be. Okay, we're almost there. Deep in tab territory now. Okay. Oh, look, see right there? That's a good one. Oh, I almost shot that dude's thing. Did you guys see that? I barely pulled away. Gotta watch that stuff. Yeah, it's rude to shoot other people's mobs. Especially because he's running around with a knife. That's so much work. I'm gonna let you know I love melee weapons, but on little mobs, melee weapons slow down how fast you go up. And I'll explain why. So, you guys see how fast I'm shooting? And we get part of the way over there, and then boom, we're on to another guy. So I know that that doesn't look like that's a big deal, right? And this is a repairable weapon, so this won't actually affect anything. So let's watch this. So if I want to kill this dude with a sword, then I have to run over there to him. Now we take all this time to run over here, right? And I'll leave it on auto fire so it's not unfair, you know what I'm saying? So we run over there. But you guys see how much more time I'm going to spend running to the target? And it's just that extra area that I'm not having to run with the gun that adds up. So, swords do massive damage though and are amazing, right? So, and they load a mob with ped fast as crap. So on like a really big mob where I'm going to be standing there sword fighting it for like 3 minutes, it doesn't really matter as much, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not having to use so much time running around trying to get to the mob. But for a long time, I did melee weapons, and I still do them. But at one point, I was just over on this planet actually leveling and skilling up and stuff, and I was messing around with guns, and I was switching back and forth, and I realized just how much longer it just took me to even do the 200 mob mission. And the only difference was because I was having to run across the thing to get to the mob each time. Slowed me down. And I think you guys can see we're flying through these guys when we're. But you guys see all these extractors over here dropping, right? That's the important thing for you guys to understand. The extractors at that 200% something markup, they're gonna subsidize the crap out of a lot of stuff. Plus we got that skill mission. And we can do that daily skill mission multiple times. Such a good mob though. Do you guys see what I'm saying though on the how fast we're able to get onto the next mob because we're using a rifle compared to if somebody has to click the next mob and run all the way to it to start getting the hits in? Like we're onto the next mob so fast that we wouldn't even be to the mob yet if we were doing melee in most of the cases. And I'm not trying to be mean. Melee's epic as heck. I love it. But the speed that you can get from one mob to a next on low level mobs is limited, and so it really does impact you different. On a big level mob, it doesn't matter, guys. So, because you're going to spend so much time on the mobs that so much of the time isn't running back and forth. But these guys, I definitely want to be using a ranged weapon. Same with any low level. Except Ariats. Ariats, I don't care what I'm using because I'm just basically going to be killing them to level whatever one I'm using. Those things give away skill. And these guys are pretty fun to hunt too. Very popular mob for sure. See how the other advantage of this mob is we're not getting 50 different types of loot. So it's pretty concentrated. Like that's a huge thing. If you get too much types of loot or too many types of loot, there's no way to get a big enough pile to make a profitable sell to the auction house. By the way, the globals on these, they're not huge, but they're cool. Just because I mean, like any kind of global's cool, right? But I've had a lot of globals on these guys. I've just never had oh, that was mind blowing. But they're pretty good little mob. The fact that they drop so many high value things is enough to make them worth hunting right there. My hair was tickling my nose. Pretty effectively too, by the way. Oh, I think we're gonna make a profit with this. I watch. So it is an overkill a little bit. I don't have a smaller gun, but I think I'll make profit on this gun anyway. At the end, it's gonna be right in that zone. These things have enough stuff that's worth profit. Two different ones of their drops out of, I think they only drop like 6 things, guys. Like they don't drop, I mean they do drop more than that, but consistently it's not very much. I mean you can look at what we've got. We've got rotten teeth. This is what we're getting. So 7 things is what we've got a whole mix of. And so these two alone are pretty good markup. This is all crap. This is trade terminal. We don't even we'll look at that later on. But yeah, we might make money off of this anyway. So it'll be just a free hunting trip. Which by the way is one of the reasons I know that you can make a profit off of this is one of my friends who also does YouTube videos on this. Deepwater, right? This dude right here. Boom. I don't know why that didn't pop up his name, but basically he spends a very lot of time on this. Oh, I did already do the daily turning in, and I'm waiting for it to reset again, and we're going to grab it again. 100%. I always tell people the dailies on this planet are ridiculous. I hope they never fix them. If you know what you specifically want to skill, the dailies on this planet let you skill like crazy. I'm actually always super impressed by that. Like, absolutely. Yeah. I've already worked through the codexes on tabs. So we're on um, whatever happens when you finish with the codex. I don't actually know. What does it say now? This. We're on this. Can we not? Do we get nothing for it, guys? Are we a percent of? We're a percent of something. So we'll get another codex. We just won't get a. Yeah, what can you say? Yeah, this is such a good mob. But Deepwater, he often lives pretty much on this planet. He's punted the crap out of the, and he's one of the players I would say that strategically actually knows how to be pretty good at profiting, um, while still actually playing the game, hunt mobs and stuff. And so he literally has probably hunted more of these than it isn't even funny, dude. Like so much of this planet, he does the dailies way more than anybody else I know actually for this planet, and he spends months and months here. Like as much as I'm on Cyrene, working the missions on Cyrene, no crap, this planet. And so he gave me a breakdown a long time ago about like which ones were profitable. But you see how many extractors we're getting? And so that's one half of our treasure right there for the last few were extractors. And those have 200 something percent markup. And so if you work that through, that gives us a good position. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing that we're in profit, guys. I'm just telling you that as a mob, I'm going to tell you at the end of the day when we check things through, there's a huge possibility that we have just shot a bunch of stuff and technically could turn all of it in and shoot a bunch of stuff again. Yeah, for a 0 level mob, people would be like, well, why would you even hunt a 0 level mob? And I'm going to let you know the fact that we're going to be able to hunt for like 2 hours going zappity zappy, pulling skills in, and likely we're going to profit. That's why. And I'm not saying we're for sure going to profit because, to be honest, I've had bad hunts, good hunts. I've had insanely good hunts, and I've had holy crap hunts where I think that the game is purposely trying to tell me off. That rarely happens, but I'm going to tell you, sometimes this game can be emotional. Where you're like, hey, what did I do to you? I thought we were on good terms. But great game. I think another advantage these guys really do have is that their diversity of loot isn't high. Like two of the items are high markup, and the other items there's not a ton. We'll walk this way so we don't interfere with that guy's hunting. I don't want to mess with him. That guy must know about it though. He's hunting like a dedicated hunter. He's definitely burnt through more than his 200. And so, he knows. Okay, my hot coffee is holding up, it looks like. I was a little worried. Sometimes on small mob hunts, I have a hard time staying into it and focused, just to be honest, guys. Especially when they're not doing any, damage or a threat. And so, I was kind of trying to see who this is. I don't know them at all. I was kind of curious though. They're hunting like crazy on these guys though. So I'd almost bet that they've already looked at the math on it. Okay. We'll check at the 1 hour mark and see where we are. Oh, look at that one. That definitely helped us. Such a good mob. Thank you very much, by the way. That guy took a chunk to kill. I'm gonna go this way. That guy behind us, I don't want to keep on zapping up all the stuff. The good thing is on the dominance though, we have guaranteed time to actually take a drink of coffee. That's nice. Look at all these extractors we're getting though, guys. That's where the money's coming from. That sounded a lot more directly overhead. Kind of watching the time so we can spot it. Obviously, our thing will let us know when we're at an hour of shooting because we kicked it on when we started. We'll go back and check, and then we'll get another hour in. Check it. That should give us an exact, well, not an exact, but that's 2 different 1 hour runs. You know what I'm saying? You would think that we'd have an idea of what it costs to hunt these or what we make hunting them. That's not going to hurt us though. Oh, I shot them too far away. That's the other thing I try to avoid not doing. I don't want to have to run all over the place to get the things. It slows us down. Those guys are fun too. I just don't know if they're a guaranteed profit. If you're in the middle of one of their waves where they're giving those little jelly balls that they give, they're profitable. Those things are freaking massive markup. And so, but those things really seem to legit come in waves, so. In fact, everybody says they come in waves, so. You'll either get like 2 or 3 in a single shootout or nothing. Okay, so I don't know what you guys' theory. You guys think we're up, down? We'll check into another hour. But I mean, I'm just being honest. You guys, I couldn't tell you either way. I think we're going to be up once we count markup. I just don't know. Like, it's going to be dang close, and at minimum, we're going to have got a super cheap hunt. Does this move? Or is this moving? I should have looked at that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm hoping either that guy or me globals, and I don't care which one, but he's been throwing down some lead on these guys. I feel just as much as I would like a global, I think that guy deserves a global too. Look at that. 377 in shrapnel. We're flying, guys. Let me watch this. Yeah, we're good. Oh, come on, guys. What? I don't have a portable repair unit on me. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to a repairable sword. And we'll just finish out the next 2 minutes in on a repairable sword. Honestly, not a big deal. I'll just hit the repair equipment when we get back real quick. add that into the overall, and then we'll come back and do another hour of killing these guys, and we'll figure out exactly where we are. I'm going to figure out where we are at the hour mark, too, by the way. Not just like, but you guys see what I'm saying. Like, if you're hunting a small mob, the amount of time that we spend just running back and forth between the mobs is so much higher. It's very hard to hunt as fast with a melee weapon, a small mob. It doesn't matter on something big where you're going to be sitting there cutting on it for a long time, and you know, you're like, oh, okay, well, that doesn't matter that much, but on things like these guys, that was a really good hit. By the way, this Falconian you can get for free on Next Island. There's a mission, if you guys didn't know that. It's a repairable weapon. And then this mace hammer is a repairable weapon that you get on Cyrene, if you guys didn't know that. I would recommend getting all the free repairable items. Just, you know, in case you want to pull them out and have to, you know, finish up a 2-minute killing spree with a sword. Be nice to have a repairable one, right? By the way, this is a good little sword. Mine, unfortunately, I'm gonna just let you guys know. I kind of got messed over, and I mean, I didn't get messed over. The one I have isn't the greatest tier numbers on it. I slowly am kind of working on tiering it just for the heck of it, but definitely it's low tier numbered. Okay. Kill this guardian. We'll beam ourselves back and check where we're at. Hope you guys are kicking some butt today. Okay. Do a little. Looks like a lot of people are doing the dailies. Okay, I doubt the thing is reset yet. No. Let's check this. Our new repair bill onto here. Okay, so 696. Okay. You're at 211.21. Okay. Let me add this up, guys. Okay. So we've got the 264.64 minus the 211.21. Oh, let's definitely do that like with real decimal points and stuff. Okay, so that's 20.25 ped in ammo at that point. Plus the repairs brings us to a total of 29.28. Okay, guys? Now, that's not a big deal, but that's where we're at right now. Let's check this real quick and see where we are. I'm going to repair this for reals, though. I should have brought a portable repair unit on me. I normally have that kind of stuff. Okay, now we're going to go grab this stuff. 29, 28. Okay, so I have got to have made a mistake somewhere. Let me recalculate this because there's no way we doubled our freaking money, okay? And we haven't got this. So, how much do we have? We have 30 ped and just shrapnel, guys. And you guys saw me take off the shrapnel at the beginning of the thing. I have no shrapnel on us. So, here's what we're going to do. Right now, it looks like we're really, really profitable before markup. And I'm just saying, like, we look really profitable. I'm going to make sure that I added this right. No, I didn't, guys. There's no way I did. I added it wrong. I totally messed up the math on that. Okay, guys, sorry. Okay. I added it to the thing instead, and it was a negative. So we've got 264.64 minus the 211.21. Okay, that's much more reasonable. So that's 53 right there. Then we have plus 2.07 I see what's happening. Plus. Okay. I apologize, guys. So here's where we're really at. Total cost so far is 62.28 ped. Okay. So we're down 8 ped. Now let's look at this. That's not going to cover it. That's not going to cover it either. So we're down right now as it is. Because look at this. This is 200% markup. We're down 8 ped. I'd say we're at least still down 6 ped even with the markup on all this stuff, guys. Okay, let's move forward. We're going to kick butt, go back out, kill another hour worth. Look at where we are. We'll look at the total thing. For a second, I thought we were up that much. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm like, unless we had just a legendary hunting trip, like you should not be up that much without some global. Good thing I questioned that. Man, I literally was like, WTF? That doesn't make any sense. So we're down 8 ped, probably 6 pedish right now for 2 hours of shooting. So let's see exactly where we end up. I don't know. Maybe these aren't profitable. Maybe they are. Maybe this is just not me doing great. I mean, I don't know. We haven't got a global yet, you guys. Okay, so let's look at this. Eat another one of these. Let's start blasting. And on this one, we'll hunt until we break our weapon. So it'll be slightly under an hour because we know that, we know that it breaks before an hour. It's not our weapon, actually, it's breaking. It's one of the amps or something like that on it. Doesn't have a good lifespan on it. I probably should be buying a new amp that has a better hunting lifespan. But it's just such a good amp that I'm like, aren't you guys glad I questioned that? For a second, I thought we were up some insane amount, but it was just bad math, and I apologize. I try not to, like, feed you guys full of crap, you know what I mean? This game, people are putting real money into it. They don't need bad info on their decision making. Man, everybody has those spines. Those spines are what, like 20 kgs? I'm not a big fan of them. Just gonna be honest, guys. I just don't need the 20 kgs that bad. And so. They are real popular though. Okay. Are there too many people out here zapping these guys? I'm gonna tell you what though, if we're only down 80 cents an hour, that's a bummerish. I don't like to be down at all. But that's not horrible for just cost for plinking around and skilling up a guy, but I would still rather see this be in profit. I know some people are in profit on these, so it might just be that I'm using an overkill gun. I thought we might actually be good anyway. I might have to hit these with a better gun, use-wise. Let me think of what would be a more efficient one that would be more aligned with this mob. Because I don't really have a lot of tink tink guns. This is a tink tink gun in my opinion, but it's a really good tink tink gun. So much running. I think there's a lot of people clearing this mob out right now. Trying to purposely not be in that guy's way or have me or him be in my way, you know what I'm saying? So I keep on kind of moving away, but I guess I'm probably hunting back in that general direction, maybe. I don't know. if I know Casper personally, but they're hunting the right mob. They seem friendly. Oh, well, I must know them to a point. And you never know. See? Small world, Entropia. This is such a good mob, guys. So, as a game, I'm going to be honest. Entropia is just such a community. Like, I like a lot of games. But, holy crap, the level of community in this game is just not the same as most games. I'm not saying there aren't any games that don't have community, I mean, that have community, but, or something, I don't know what I'm saying right there, but Entropia definitely has a high level of just community in it. Each planet, you know, and stuff like that, it's fascinating. That's why we want to talk them into eventually making planets, but space needs to be its own area, and they need to issue shares for space, and they need to make the space station sellable, and the areas around them land areas with mobs. That's right, commercialized space. That's what I'm saying. That'll go over well. The reason why, though, is because it's a space game, in which by far it doesn't seem like the main aspect in any way of the game is space. I know, right? And I love the planets, but I'm saying that if they commercialized space and it was profitable and had a fund of its own and people that were invested in it, they would be doing better as a game. And there's lots of ways to do it. Derelict ship missions, cargo ships that at a random time each day leave each planet headed for another planet that take a crap load of ped to take down, but literally you don't know what's going to be in there. Super random jackpot. And more. So many. These guys are a great way to train, though, for sure. The dailies on this planet, absolutely ridiculous. Which, thank goodness for that, actually. Okay. That's why I don't like killing mobs. They're standing off by themselves. You have to run all the way over there just to start getting their stuff. Everybody scans me. It's very interesting. But I scan a lot of people though, guys. So a lot of people. There's a diverse amount of people with different skills in this game. Like every little while I'll scan somebody that's all above 200. That's very rare, but it does happen. And more than not, I scan people equally that are in their 80s, like all up in that group, as I scan people that are in their like 20, 30 zone, attribute wise. Like that's actually where I think the bulk of people are, is in that zone, to be honest. But there are, once in a great while, you'll scan somebody, you'll be like, holy crap, man. Power to you, bro. Somebody's stacking all over 200 in all their attributes. I'm going to tell you what, they have put some serious time into this game. And good for them. I don't have that. I'm still working on getting my first attribute to 100. Just going to be honest. I do want, like, everything stacked at 200, but maybe over the next 10 years, you know. I don't know. That's a serious amount of gameplay and investment for sure, guys. Did everybody leave? Well, now I guess we have this place all to ourselves. That coffee is a lifesaver right now. Yeah, we didn't really move on my tiering of this gun either, but that's really being a horribly slow process. That's a pretty good skill up. Just a never-ending swamp of these guys. Or grasslands area, I don't know. Probably not technically a swamp. Kind of curious where we're at on this, huh? Just trying to monitor where we're at on gear, so I know like how close we are to our stuff actually being broke. Thank God it's all repairable, so it doesn't really matter. But I mean, definitely still want to watch it though. Just like that, our coffee ran out. See, now we kind of know how fast we're depleting. So after looking at the last 1 hour mark, I'm gonna bet we're down on this run. Oh, got my phone. That's always bad. But I'll bet we're not down 10 ped. Maybe, well, you know, I'll wait and see. I don't want to be wrong. It's too easy to be wrong on this stuff. This is legit one of the easiest mobs probably you can hunt though. Well, not really. So there's a lot of little 0 level mobs that are like zap, they're dead. Like those little sucking whatever things. I don't know. Look like creepy little underwater creatures, but they're on Planet Calypso. They're pretty easy to kill. Hey, how you doing, man? We're hoping Ludius is good to us. We're about to find out what it looks like anyway, in all honesty. And the good thing is we didn't get a global, so it's not going to throw it off. But so far we're kicking butt. We're going to add it all up when the gun breaks, which shouldn't be that far away, to be honest. I thought we were going to be profitable, but we did a check-in at the 1 hour mark, and we were down a little bit, and not a lot, like 8 ped, maybe 6 ped. But that's still 8 ped, 6 ped, you know, depending on like markup and stuff. So who knows? definitely a good mob though. My coffee's empty and I keep wanting to reach for it. What a shame. Okay. If they wanted to hook us up with a global right here at the last minute, they could though. I mean, that's not something they're not allowed to do for sure. I gotta remember though, from now on, if we leave the planet to go on any kind of hunting, to grab one of our portable repair units out of our shop. Well, not the shop, but you know, the storage container on Crystal Palace. Um, because in all honesty, having to go back and repair our equipment is annoying. I don't like doing that. Come on. Way close, guys. By the way, if you guys haven't, I would suggest checking out the channel points. I did add stuff to them. Probably gonna add more stuff. Looking over all the options for trying to balance things out. I want to make sure that there's some stuff for Fallout 76. It's an online world, so I can at least do stuff same as this game. Um, and so, all in all, I'm going to try to get more and more channel reward type stuff up. I literally wish I had a way to do that equally on YouTube, to be honest. So I'll probably just have to plan some kind of event type stuff on around that kind of stuff. Just to be honest. But I am trying to make it where some of the revenue from my channel flows back to you guys through the channel reward points. And so, and I'm trying to make that this form of, well, more stuff you guys can have control over. You know what I'm saying? Like, things for the game, things for hay, you know. I think you guys get it. But I'd definitely check them out. Okay, here it is. I think we can count that as broke because it has one click in it left. Let's go get our repair on this, figure out where we're at. Let me grab my phone off the floor. Good thing we didn't crack it any, you know. You never know. You drop a phone anymore, you're like, holy crap, did I just do something stupid? It's horrible to pick up a phone and find out that you just damaged the crap out of it. 'Cause they're so expensive anymore. It was different when they were like little cheap things, but man, now it's like a major purchase. Okay, so obviously we could retake the tab mission again. We would take it again. And so we'll rearm that. I'm not going to head back out there. We're going to go and we're going to get our write-up for what all we have going on. Okay, so total 430 more. Okay, that's not bad. Now, let's look at what ammo we're at. Okay, so we started out at 264.46, right? 264.46 minus 175.23 gives us 89.23 ped in ammo that we've burned up. Now repair costs, we repaired once at 2.07, repaired again at 6.96, and we're repairing right now at 4.3. That's 102 ped and 56 pec. 102.56. Honestly, let's add one more ped because we used some loot pills. 103.56. We used 2 loot pills. I don't want to be in making up crap. Okay, now to find out where we're actually at on things, these are from a different thing. I gotta really organize that crap. That's the wrong thing I grabbed. Sorry, guys. We'll find out where we are right now. We'll just drop the whole thing. 89. Okay. So we're down substantially, right? That's not horrible, but that's okay. 89.28. So that's 13.28 ped, right? For 2 hours of hunting, basically. We know that this 3 ped right here, we can double the markup on it. And so let's say right here, we have 7 ped more in value. Oh, no, because we already counted part of it. We have another 3.9. Let's just be honest. 3.9 or 3.59. That brings us down to we're down 8 point some. This is a 300% markup, but that's only 32 pec in it. That's really just a ped, you know what I'm saying, altogether. And we've already counted the trade terminal value of it. So, in all honesty, the last part would only take care of like 64 pec. So we'd still be down at least 9 ped, guys. So TT wise, what were we down? 1328 TT. And in all honesty, probably 9 ped in reality, even with markup. So we would lose on this slightly. I mean, like, minus we got a bunch of skill and crap like that off of it and stuff. Like, so we didn't get our butt kicked or anything. But overall, I think we actually did pretty freaking good. Organize this up. Okay, so at least we know. I honestly thought we were going to do a little better. I mean, I thought we'd actually break even. I might actually hunt them again before I leave this planet. I planned on staying at least through the weekend. They're doing the event, so I'll probably actually stream this weekend, to be honest. It won't be a big old 10-hour stream or anything like that, but I'll do the Toulan event for sure. I do also want to cover the Nadira needs an apprentice or wants an apprentice mission before I take off this planet. We're legitimately really close to a few goals that are specific to this planet. And so I'd like to get there before we leave. I want to thank you guys very much for hanging out. And I want to say thank you for being epic. I'll be back, of course, on this weekend and again on Monday. Hope you have a great day and peace and very best wishes.